Hello ladies, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about an underrated topic, and I don't think I've discussed this before on any videos, and I actually think this is really like one of my best skills, let's just say, that I feel like that I have definitely perfected over time. And I'd like to share it with you today, so maybe you can pick up some pointers. So one thing that I like to keep track of when I'm at work is scanning the room and reading the room. And what I mean by this is when I first get to work, I always like to scan the room to see who's there and what's going on and what people are doing, and reading body language and just getting a feel for the atmosphere, right? Because that's going to give you the key as to what direction you're going to go into. Are you going to find a guy that likes you right away? Are you going to figure out what guys look like prospects? Are you going to feel like you can find the ones that look like time wasters? Like, you're going to start putting people in the categories, okay? Now, if you have a really large club, this might be harder to do, but if you have small to medium-sized clubs, this is literally perfect. And you can do it in your larger clubs, but you're gonna probably have to do it in like smaller sections. But this is very important. This is vital because you need to know what's going on in the room, because it's a place of, this is gonna be your place of business for the night. This is your starting point. And especially when you get to work, you need to know what the heck's going on, and you need to know who's there and what you need to start doing. Then once you make that assessment, you can go from there. So sometimes, obviously you're gonna have nights that you might walk out into the floor and somebody grabs you right away. Or you might go up to your first prospect and he hits immediately and you're back in a champagne room for a couple hours. Sometimes, you might have to stand there and wait, until you go on stage, or you're still, waiting around because there's really nothing to do or whatever. Like, it can go so many different ways, obviously, but it is vital to learn body language for this very reason, because that is also going to give you your starting points of where you need to go and what people you need to start talking to. And that, I think I have touched in previous videos. You always want to look for the buying signs, as I like to call them. So that's guys that are wandering around the room looking kind of lost, guys that are sitting down that are looking around like they're lost, and guys that are at the ATM getting money. Those three signs right there are the perfect indicators of guys that are ready to spend money. And I guarantee if you go and sit with them, they will probably very quickly go back and do something with you. Now, also, this skill is vital because I also believe that you need to kind of keep track of what girls are doing what with what customers. And I say this because, I don't like, the whole idea of stepping on people's toes. And I also like to know what girls are doing what with certain guys, because I want to know if they have a type. I mean, all men have types, but what I mean by that is this going to be a guy that is definitely going to like me like 100% because of the girl he was previously with? Or, like, it says a lot about what type of girl he's hanging out with until I get to him. All right. It doesn't mean a whole lot, but it does have some merit. And it's something that I like to know if I can see it for myself. Also, that it keeps track of, how many rooms has this guy done with whatever girl. You want to know that kind of stuff because you want to know, like, okay, is it time to go talk to him? Has he done how many rooms? And like, do I think like he's ready to do another one? How many lap dances has he kind of done? Not saying you have to sit there and keep track, but you should kind of take mental notes as to like, okay, yeah, I saw him go back there. I saw him go over here. I saw him up at the stage. Like, you kind of want to keep like in a mental note of where these guys are in their process in the night, like as they go about their business throughout the night here. Now, does this seem technical? Yeah, it might be a little bit, but I guarantee like this is something that you should be keeping track of, because this is what is going to, you know, help you weed out the time wasters. This is going to help you find the guys with the money, and you're going to, after time, the more you practice this, the better you're going to get at it. And the better you're going to know exactly who has money and who's ready to spend it. See, that's the key. Even if guys that have money, even if you can pick out the guys with money, that doesn't mean they're going to spend it on you. And you got to look for the buying signs, and you got to know like who your customer is. Who is your prospect? What does he look like? If you can figure that out, and you know, and you can start to like figure out, okay, yeah, this is the type of guy that I know that I can close, or that I know really likes me, and I do really well with, or I know how to talk to, and you know, all those things. That is really key to selling. You know, you got to really know your prospect, because I might do well with this type of guy, but guy over here, I might just never do well with. But that's just how it is, because I know that from all the years of experience of doing this job. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know if you have experience with doing this, or if you already do it, and we will see you in the next video.